go. Right, to go live again. I do apologise about that, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. The internet just went, but luckily we have more than one. So panic over, we can get back on again. So I do apologise there. And yes, it says Phil not online. Oh dear. Yes, we are back online now. Look at you, 17 people back online. 2 people, 17. Do apologise there. We're now back on the internet, and yes, we've got everything there. Now, okay, so what we'll do, we'll go a little bit over the hour because we missed out there. But Helen there, we're just to refresh people here. People who have just joined the show for the very first time. And yes, we are back. We're back, everyone. Joy to, joy to the world, says the producer. Yes, she's running up and down there going, what the heck? What the heck? So anyway, I think here this is for the internet companies who do this. That's from the producer to the internet companies who suddenly just dropped these things. And lovely to see you guys are still with us there. So thank you very much indeed for coming back on. Anyway, right, yes, this is the producer. This is what she's been doing. She's been running around like a mad woman trying to make this work. And there she is, and just reconnecting everything again. There she goes. Blimey, fast woman. Anyway, Helen, back to you. Please tell us here. Yeah, we've got so many people here. Thank you. Say, well done, Debs. Well done, Debs. Brilliant. So, tell us here. Those people who've been on the show for the very first time. Well, last week, but were you born? Were you born a medium? Were you born with this gift?
Well, I don't know. I think I was a late developer. I started, as I thought, doing party tricks in my 20s. When we'd had a few drinks, I would touch somebody's hand and get visions, and it was just messing about, really. So that just
to help out, that wasn't the 1920s. That's when you were in your 20s, wasn't it?
Oh,
it's just the way you said that. Then that was hilarious. It's the 20s, back in the 20s. Hang on a minute, how old are you?
And then because I was nursing, you see, for years. So in my 30s, I went with a friend to a spiritualist church for a bit of a laugh. You know, I thought it was a bit poo-poo, really. But the last laugh was on me because something happened there. And I think it was a spiritual awakening.
Yes.
And then I used to sit in circles, and it was like a night out, I'd class it. But things started developing, and I started seeing things and feeling things. And then when I was giving the information off, people were accepting it. But I really couldn't do much with it because I was working full time and had a young family to raise.
Yeah.
But when I retired and came to Spain, that's when things started really moving pretty quickly. I had the help from lots of people, and you, especially you, by taking me out with you, and things have just developed from there.
I'll tell you what here, just to give you a little bit of rundown of what we've done together. We both met each other, I think it must have been about a year and a half now. Year and a half down, me at least that, I think. It almost goes back 2 years. 2 years, yes. And we met each other in a lovely place called Albia. It was a spiritualist church in Albia. So Alfez del Pi, rather. Alfez del Pi. And that's it. We connected together there. It was like minds that met alike, both crazy, both mad, both funny, and enjoying each other's company, and decided we're going to do something about it. So we went out and entertained. Well, we entertained each other. I think the public found it amusing, but we just had such a laugh, I think, and we laughed with us. Anyway, so, but also in all this here, we also were able to pass messages out to everybody, and this is what we're going to do tonight. This is very, very, very different for us. This is very, very different because we both normally work on voice vibrations. And as much as you shout at your computer, as much as you shout at your microphones, we're not going to hear anything. We're not going to hear that. That would be good if you did, Rocky. That would be worrying. Anyway, but so we have to go and work on a whole new energy altogether, which we connected with last week. And we had such a good fun doing it, we thought we've got to do it again. And I'm sure we'll go and do it again too. Because it's fun, isn't it? It's fun. Yeah. Okay, so now I work as an aura medium. By that, I normally pick up people's auras. I pick up your colour, and sometimes I start off as I start picking up people, start picking up their colours. As I start picking up the colours, then spirits start to come through, and they tend to give me information about them. And normally they come through on my left side. If anything comes through on my right side, it's normally your spirit guides. Your spirit guides tend to travel this side, but it's normally my lot are on this side as well. So normally people will find, if you're quite spiritual yourself, you'll probably find that one side or another works way, but it all depends you guys here. Now for you, Helen, is this something that works? Do you get the same thing where it's on your left side or right side, or what happens when you pick up a spirit?
Well, I've never really thought about it, Phil. When spirit comes through, it's normally on this side, my right side.
Okay, so that's your right side.
Stand there, and then the information will come through, whether it's visually symbols or voices or impressions, but there's always somebody stood here at the right side of me.
Okay, so would that be...
Depending on what the spirit does, that's how we give it.
Okay, so would that be someone who's coming through? For example, if someone's coming through for you, when you say someone's on your right side, is that your spirit guide, or is that the person's relative coming through for you?
I'm not sure. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Because this is why when people go on about, like you say, on one side, on the other, I don't know. I just know that somebody stood there, and then the information comes, or if they impress themselves on me, it's behind, and it.
Okay.
So it depends how they show it. I've learned for myself.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. When I first started doing this, I didn't really have a clue which. I just felt. I really just felt spirits coming through. But as I progressed with this, it tends to, for me, I've asked them now and say, look, can we get an idea here? In fact, you guys starting out doing this is maybe an idea to go and do is actually say to Spirit World, okay, look, if I'm looking at someone, I'm reading for them, please tell me which side of the family they're coming through on. Like it may be, as I do this as well, when I work with people, I'll ask, if they come through on your right side, I know it's your father's side. If they come through on the left, I know it's your mother's side. And I just ask them to do this. And it's interesting here because the more you develop skills in mediumship, the more confidence you'll have to be able to say, look, you're the physical one here. The physical ones tend to have the rule on this here. Spirits don't have the physical body, so they can't control things so much. But as us, we do. And it all depends what you're comfortable with. So anybody's developing mediumship, just make sure you have your say in this. Hey guys, how's this going to work? You sort out with them how it's going to work there. Now, readings. Now, some of the readings here we go through, some of the readings are like 3 words, because that's all Spirit wants to say to you. 3 words. I love you. Everything's okay. You don't need to worry. Sometimes that's all I want to say. Sometimes they come through with names. Sometimes they come through with birthdays, dates. Sometimes they come through with how many children you've got in your family. And sometimes they come through so much. There is no... yes, but Julie, we'll come back to you in a minute. Just see your post down there. Yes, so there's no hard and fast rule here. Julie says, I need to start doing this. I get messages and songs, but I need to fine tune it, I think. Well, actually, what we're going to be start doing here through Cafe Clairvoyance, it's going to be a little bit, not too later in the year, but a little bit later, we're going to start doing online mediumship courses. So those of you who want to develop skills there, we'll be more than happy to go and train you. And I'm sure Helen would like to jump in and have a little show here, but it's lovely to see so many people on tonight. And look at you, 339 hearts to 40 thumbs up. Now, that's not bad. And we got 4 laughs. So we're obviously making a little bit of humour here somewhere. If we could do that, it's great. Yes. And, right, okay. And this is a bit more information there. The producer says here, Tuesday, 26th of May, which is current next week, The Moon and the Heart, Part 2 with Taryn. Taryn's watching tonight, and she joined us earlier on there, and she just wanted to come in and say we did The Moon and the Heart. Moon and Heart is the moon as in the astrology, and also the mythology, and also the emotion. And the heart is me working through astrology, looking through the energy field here to pick up everything to do with the heart. But that's coming up next week. But in the meantime, though, let's get back to tonight. Let's have a little chat with them upstairs. No. I try to make it creepy. It just doesn't work, does it? Doesn't work.
No. It's not creepy though, is it?
No, not at all. Actually, it's so natural, isn't it? It's so natural to be part of this. Anyway, so now I got a message. Someone here came in earlier on and just messaged me and said that she said, what's going on out there? I'm having a hard time, a very hard time at the moment, and my car's broken down. This was Sarah. I say, okay, that's. I'm sorry about that, Sarah. And what's going on energy-wise? This isn't the astrology show, which we'll talk about this on. But one thing I can tell you here is the energies are out of whack at the moment. So you just have to bear with it. You will get through it. And sometimes when something breaks down, when you repair it, it's better than in the long run. So tend to try to look at it that way. We can help out there. So yes, but I do feel sorry for everybody's going through little breakdowns, breakages, or whatever's going on. I think I finished talking now.
It's a change.
Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. She's all like this. Anyway, I know when the glasses come off, it's business.
Yeah.
It's business. Echoing too much. Okay, Priya says echoing too. Who is echoing? Is it me or is it Helen? Okay, we are hellowing. We are echoing. Who is it? Okay. Okay. Hi, images from me. Yellow aura. Okay. Right. Yeah. We got all sorts of people coming through. Right. Now. Okay. Cheryl says. Phil. Hello. I'm echoing. If I turn that down a little bit, it was Phil. Right. In that case, then I'm going to switch over to the other microphone and see if that works here, see if that's better. I'm going to go on to that and tell me if this changes. I'm just going to go on to... Hopefully, it should change. I've just changed over to the other microphone. Yes. No, you are. Okay, I've just switched over to the other microphone, so hopefully that's a little bit better. Is that better now, folks? You can't hear me. Is that better? No, okay, I'm gonna, it says my microphone's there. Okay, if I bring that down a little bit. And how's that? Better. Cheryl says better, but you can't hear me. You can't hear me at all. Hang on, I've got all the settings. What is going up with the settings now? Okay, can you hear me now, Helen? Okay, Helen, I'm gonna, can you hear me now, Helen? No? No. Oh, dear. Hang on, I'm just going to bring up the other screen here to see if that helps. And it says my microphone settings are on. Everything is okay. No, but you can't hear me. Can you talk? Can you? Okay, right. Okay. What I'm going to do, oh, dear, technology tonight. I'm going to knock Helen off in the nicest possible way. I'm going to bring her back on again. Okay, so just bear with us just for a second. Bear with us just for a second there. Now, let's have a little look here. Okay, right. I'm going to take her off. I'm going to bring her back on again. Dear, technology tonight is pushing out to all to the extremes, isn't it? We'll get there. Okay. Hello. I hear loud and clear. I don't know what that was. Hello. Hear me now?
It's whistling.
Okay, I've got the mic. How's that? Is that better? Hang on. Movie. No, that's down. All microphone settings are down. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Oh dear. These technical issues. Okay, let's turn that one down. Dear. And let's go here.
It sounds like hearing aids whistling.
Right. Hey, good. We're on now. Right. Let's go for it. Right. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, little bits of technology here and there. There you go. Good. Can you just say something, Helen?
Hello, is anybody?
Yeah, the producer's running around everywhere too. So, oh dear, the echo is better. They're better. Okay. Good. Okay, let's try and get this going. Let's get the guy here. Right. Okay. Ah, dear. Right. Okay. Let's see where we go. So whilst we're doing all this here, this is hysterically funny because it only happened live, couldn't it? But we're all cool. We're all in control. We're in control here. It's live. You're not having to pay fortunes for this. All we ask you to do is share. Share and like and do all things like this here. Share it out there. We have a great laugh and it's wonderful. Brilliant. Okay. So here we are. If you're picking up anything at all, go back to the old microphone, says Deborah. Okay. Now, are you all hearing me okay? Yes, because this is now back to the old microphone. Yes. Don't touch any more buttons. I love this. Jody says, don't touch any more buttons. There we go. And the producer says, thank you. Okay. Go on then, far away. Do you want to start first? Okay, that's it. How could you not like it? Thank you so much. You people are so funny. Okay. Do you want to go with something? Right. Are you picking up anything? Let's go.
Well, to be honest, yet again, it's every time I get in that bath. When I was in the bath, relaxing. I know, they must come think, my God, what's that? I
love this.
I was chilling out, just relaxing before we come on. And a gentleman came and he said his name was Cecil. And I went, Cecil? I had an Uncle Cecil, which was a very unusual name. He said, I'm not your uncle. And then he showed me a picture of, it was like, I would say, God, he could be 100 now, I don't know, but it was a picture of a man quite well dressed with a fob watch chain on. And then he showed me a picture of when he was younger and he was quite a handsome chap. And then a young energy came through and she didn't tell me her name. She said, just tell me, Mum, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Oh.
Say it.
Okay, Cecil. Will we understand the name Cecil?
It said Cecil, and then a young lady, and actually she's coming through again now. Yes, tell me, Mum, I'm all right. And April connects with her. I don't think it's a name. I think it's a month.
Okay.
It's significant. And now she's showing me dogs. Dogs running.
Okay.
Whether she had dogs or there was dogs belonging in the household, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
And she's making me feel as though I can't stop me nose. There's something, it's running all the time.
Okay, guys, anybody out there can take this at the moment. We've got the name Cecil. We've got the name Cecil here. We've got dogs. We've got what to tell people that tell a mum, is this right? Tell a daughter or tell a mum? Sorry.
It's a daughter, yeah.
Daughter.
To tell the mother she's all right.
Okay.
And April connects. April. I don't know whether it's a name or the month. I feel it's the month that's significant.
Right. Okay. With Cecil, I'm going to work with you here because I can pick up this because I've got him bordering lining on me as well. I'm picking up rulers. Like there was a need to draw lines, whether this was with carpentry or whether this was through some sort of design work, designing here. So I'm just picking up as I come in draw for you. And as also here, which would somebody understand? Would you understand the head? Would you understand if I talked about the head as a problem with the head? Helen, what do you think? Do you get a problem with the head?
Oh, sorry. It's actually now, I know what you mean. I'm bent over as though, you know, when your chest, you're breathing. When people have breathing problems, he's leaning over on the table. His head is very woozy. It's because I feel like he's not getting enough oxygen in because he's having to lean on the table.
Okay. I'm getting a lot on this as well here. Okay, what we do, if people can't take this, we just got to leave it out there and move on, because otherwise we're waiting. But I know sometimes what happens is people come up to us afterwards and say, oh my God, I know who that was there. Now, I also, just to say here, a particular person down here, the name begins with L. Their name begins with L. So I'm always talking like a Leslie or a Linda or someone like this here, for example. But I've got a very strong L name. I've got 2 daughters with this, two sisters. There should be 2 sisters. But I've got a very strong L. And I want to talk about this chap is drawing. He's showing me drawing here. But anyway, right. But we'll leave that go there. If anybody comes back and takes that, that's absolutely fine. But Okay. Now I want to talk to here. I've got 2 colours. Laura Watts, yes, me. Laura, would you understand Cecil, please? Would you understand the name Cecil? Would you understand a gentleman who used to do drawing or carpentry, but he's with a pencil and a ruler? Would you understand hunched over? Yes. My mum's Linda. Okay, my mum's name is Linda. So this would be the grandfather, your grandfather. Would you understand that name though, like Cecil? Cecil, please. And would you understand a gentleman who would do drawings or things like this, or carpentry in some respects? Would you understand that? Okay, good. Well, we're just going to move on a little bit here, because his message was to say, what was your message there? Just to say, what was the main message that you got there?
The gentleman came, but it was actually the young female energy that come through to say, tell me, Mum, I'm all right.
Tell me, Mum, I'm all right.
And April connects with this young female energy.
April. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Laura, although you're saying at the moment, no, I don't, but we got the L name, which is pretty strong here. Would you understand your mum had a sister, or would you understand you've got a sister, please? But there's 2 girls. There's 2 girls here, 2 girls of which I pick up reports about this. But would you also understand the drawing as well, the lines here? I'm not sure. Okay, we have to go and find out. Okay. All right. Okay. See, look at this Cafe Clairvoyance TV coming soon. I'll show you about that. Yes. Okay. Yes, she does understand about the drawing. That's fabulous. That's good. So we're getting some information through. Good. Because he's just drawing with rulers and pencils and want to line things up here. And also here, right, I just want to move on from this, because otherwise we're stuck on this. I would like to say here, now I want to talk to someone here. And I actually pick up one of you guys out there. I pick up a very light blue aura and a very creamy colour just inside the aura. Now, as I'm talking here, I would like to talk to, I feel here about a move abroad here, like either coming out to here or going out there. But I want to talk about light blue, cream. I also want to talk here about being worried about money. And I also... I also here wanted to connect with energy as well here to say they're telling me about moving abroad. They're telling me about a worry about money, but not to worry about money. And I've got 2 people here coming through. I've got a lovely, lovely lady and a lovely gentleman. The gentleman stands back. The lady's coming forwards here. And she wants to tell me here that she had problems with her skin. She's given me here skin issues here, which I'm picking up. So she's just doing this for just a minute. Okay. And what I also want to say here is that she's coming through because she wants to let me know here. Would you understand the name Derek somewhere, please? The name Derek. And I'm also getting this energy color, which I pick up the aura, is positive. So any worries about moving abroad, whether you're going back from Spain back to UK or traveling from whatever part of the world you're coming from, but the travel is important to say here, look, do this, because it is an opportunity. Don't hold back. But I want to say Derek, and I would also like to say here there's a lot of books around somewhere, like going to libraries here. I've got books and everything like this here, but that's quite important there, and I think that's going to be a relevant thing. So whoever's thinking about moving abroad, a connection with a gentleman I pick up in the spirit world called Derek, or Derek's a big important name somewhere. And this particular lady I pick up here really wants to show here that she's supporting from the spirit world. She's supporting out there. So that's what I'd like to say first of all. Okay, and right. So you guys here, anyone wants to come up with that? Great. But everybody knows about moving abroad and wants to stay abroad. This isn't a holiday. This is moving abroad. Yeah. I'll pass that over. I'll pass that over to you now, Helen.
Oh, that's very gracious. As you were talking about a female energy coming through, I have the name Barbara shouted. I don't know if Barbara's in spirit or on the earth plane, but the voice just said Barbara, Barbara. And it was the female that was shouting Barbara.
Okay.
Now then, she's singing to me the green, green grass of home. So I think that there's connections with Wales with her, because that's a Welsh song, Tom Jones. It's only fragmented, so this lady's not been through before, because the information is just boom, 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 boom. Yes, it is Wales. Yes, it is Wales, because she showed me the flag with the dragon on, and she's cheering. She's telling me October is very significant for her. Oh, and also May. But she also mentions a May, a name.
Okay.
Now she's giving me a basket of fruit. There's somebody on the earth plane, I feel, needs to look at what they're eating. Whoever the message is for needs to look at the diet. They're not eating enough fruit and stuff like that. I think it's more of a, I'll just grab that and eat that and carry on with the busy life.
Okay, we've got a few people taking on this, including the producer.
Let's give some more then. Right. I've just been given, I always get this when somebody needs to get on the bike and get going, get moving, get doing. There's a situation, whoever will take it, that you need to start doing it now. You've been holding back too long. Cycle, get them pedals going. But as they're pedaling, the shoes fell off. And this person who the message is for had a bit of an incident with a bike. And I don't know whether the chains come off and they got the toe or the foot in round the chain was round it, and had a little bit of an old injury, but it was a while back. It's just a little bit extra so that the people know who it is.
Okay.
Oh, I've also, as I said, can I have something for whoever this is for? And after saying about the fruit, I've just been given a big chewy bar. Not, like toffee, but you could wind it round, chewy. And she said, they'll know who it's for.
They'll know it's for, okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
If anyone can take that.
Okay. All right. Now, the other thing I'd like to say, I'm sure people are. Now, people are coming. People are throwing everything at Debra at the moment. Debra, I can understand about that bike for you. Okay. All right. We got, Derek saying about Derek October birthday, but we've also got my daughter and auntie, because the message there came through. And also we had here from America, we had Kris. Kris is saying here, wow, just journaled the other morning about a Derek that came through in my dream. Don't know any though. Okay, well, if you understand the rest of the message there, then that's absolutely fine. Now, I've got a gentleman here who wants to come through. He's coming through straight away. And he was a man of no messing, and I want to go to the middle of England. Man of no messing, and he's got a shotgun. Now, this guy was either a farmer or used to go shooting on farming fields. But I got the middle of the country. I think it's England. And he's just showed me here. He wants to come through. Very difficult man. He says he was very set in his ways, and that was it. He said steel. My heart was steel. But also the steel may be the industry of like Sheffield or places like that, for example, or places where there was steel works. He just said the word steel. And he's also saying to me here too, he wants to talk to here about, I want to talk to someone who's got a problem around their head or gets lots of headaches in a particular corner of their head, like thumping headaches for a particular reason in one particular area here. It may be stress, but it may be lack of water or dilation and things like that there. But he just wants to come through this. As I'm working with him as well, I also want to say here that there's this lovely energy, but what he wants to say though he was a hard man, he was a very difficult, hard man. I want to get here. Now, would you understand somebody down here, and I want to hear the name Jimmy, but Jimmy's down here. Jimmy's down here. Okay, Debra says permanent headache. The producer's getting in the ear tonight. She's getting all the she understands a lot of the messages here. Okay. I get headaches, but don't think it's for me, huh? But I want to talk to, anyway, about hearing about someone called Jimmy. I'm not sure what's happened to Jimmy, though. I get a very funny, I'm not sure what the energy is. Anyway, but his message for down here, whoever this is here, I'm looking at a house. I'm looking at a house here. And he wants to say there that he's looking there, and he's looking at something's got to be built or restructured about a house. But he wants to talk about Jim. My dad was called Jimmy, and he went hunting. Fantastic. Good, because I was on fields there. Good. Now, he's just talking about houses. This is really interesting. Whatever you're going to do about a house, this is really interesting here, getting this through for you, Ellie, because he was telling me here, he says here, be careful what money you put into the house, because maybe what's got to be sorted out through a house is something else. Now, would you understand here, my dad was called Jimmy, would you understand your grandfather would have had a slightly different name? You ever think of building a house? Yes. Now, would you understand here, there's something about the middle of England comes through as well somewhere, because I just hear steel like steelworks, because he's showing me this. And also here, I'd like to say he wants to give me this energy around here to say here, you know that feeling when you got like loads of ideas inside a hat. And normally you put your finger inside the hat to think, let's go with this idea. Well, it's not like that. He says here, the ideas are in the hat, but everything is up in the air and nothing is on the ground yet. So nothing should be sealed, signed and delivered just yet. That's his message to you. So just keep very open minds, keep positive, keep happy, keep going. That's the best there. So glad we got all the connection there. Fantastic. And yes, he says here, his just message to you is just don't be, he's just working on you, not to be working on you being positive. He shows me part of your aura and getting too heavy, too much thinking going on. A little bit of living through the heart. Yes. Through the belly is maybe, loads of hearts, loads of burgers. Hearts, burgers. Easy. You don't stop thinking so much then. Yeah. And wine. Helen, over to you.
Right, when you were talking about a gentleman with a gun, I had somebody come close, a male energy, and he was saying, please release me, let me go. Now, to me, that's a song that gives me love and that, but no, he said he had been in prison and it was something to do with the gun. And when he said he was a hard man, but he had to be. There'd been an incident with the gun and he was in the prison. He did get released from prison, but he passed not long after. I don't know what petrol means. It's just saying petrol or pet, something like that. Right. He tells me he had to be hard because of the life that he'd had growing up. He's just said the name Frank. Now that must connect to him. All right. He's given me a fishing rod, and the maggots, but they were not, they worms. And he's telling me he liked to fish. But something happened to this man when he was younger that changed him into the person that he was. Because he wasn't all bad, he said. He was hard. He had to be hard, but he wasn't all bad. And the love of his life he lost through going to prison. And saying, catch me up. I don't know what that means. So whether he was on the run or something to catch up with him. He's not giving me any more information, but he's just shown me you know, like a tablecloth, you know, like you see on the restaurants, a red and white check.
Yep.
He's showing me one of them.
Right.
So whether he's telling me they're a bit checkered, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
Okay.
And that's it, really.
Okay, William, would you understand if I worked with this with you as well? About this gentleman would have had, I've got stiffness in bones in arms and legs. If I work with this a little bit, so I wanted to also talk about a gentleman who had arthritis because he showed me the stiffness here. And would you I also want to talk here. Would this guy actually just working with this guy here? Would you also understand about a brother that may have been a difficult relationship, but it was never resolved before he passed? That's what I want to pick up with this energy with you as well. But I want to talk about arthritis. Got stiffness in arms and maybe had broken bones at some point in his arms, because I want to pick up something like this as well. So maybe you can understand that as well. Then magic. Okay. Right. Okay, let's, are you guys here to think about this and we can come back there? And right, okay. Emily, not you again, please. Maybe. Anyway, right, we're moving on. We're going to move on here. Right. Okay, I want to talk to a gentleman. I'm picking up a gentleman here who is incredible. He was very, very musical. He's singing and he's playing a guitar. He is not an old man, and I get the feeling from him that his energy is absolutely lovely. He wants to show me a loveliness about him, and but he's singing away. And I pick up here. I pick up a very quick passing, but I want to talk to a lady. And he says, sorry. No, it's not sorry. It just makes us laugh even more. Right. Okay. But so I've got this gentleman who's playing a guitar. He's laughing with me. He's very gregarious. He's out there. He was, I almost pick up, may have had a beard on him at some point. Not an old man, though. Not an old man, quite a youngish man. But I got a very quick passing. It's almost like my life's been taken away almost immediately. It wasn't by anything I would call criminal or anything like that, like he's been shot, for example, anything like that. I pick up this is more to do with like something's happened, I've gone. But I want to talk to a lady who's down here, and actually the lady I've got to talk to is a lady who's almost going up into her throat right now, going, oh my God. So would anybody understand this, please? I want to, so as I'm talking here, I've got this lady who's just going up into her throat right now. It's here, it's on the, I don't know who this is here, but he's just telling me here. If anybody understands, a very nice man, used to play guitar, musician, very lively man, very happy man, beard, brown hair, very brown hair. I'm always trying, may well be an R to do with his name, and may well be something like Robin, for example, Robin Roberts, and I'm just want to connect with that energy there. So if this anybody understands this, please, that will be great, because this guy's coming through. And I also want to talk here. Is anybody having what was this? Gas fitted to their house right now? Gas. Whether it's a big gas bottle or whether something's happening with gas. He's just shown me gas bottle, and I want to talk about or they've got to sort out something that's underground. Something that's underground. He may well be showing that there as well. So, okay, but his message here, if everybody understands this, right. I've got the message here is to come through to a lady here, but the message is to go to another lady who's got very, very dark hair, a wino. I've got to tell you, here's wino, and she doesn't eat very much. She just drinks here, and he's just saying here just to sometimes listen to what other people are telling her. So if this rings here, just guys, go with it, and I'll see where we go. But we know we're getting our stuff through here, and we really feel this stuff. So this is energy that's coming across here. But yes, okay, that's nice though. Good evening, Lily from Austria. Yodelay. We have to find one of those. We have to find a yodel machine. I haven't got one of those yet, but lovely to meet you. Anyway, Helen's shaking her head going, oh my God. Anyway, Helen, any news from your side, the side of the spirit world there?
Well, just as you said, Austria, I just had a vision of, mountains.
Yep.
And then a gentleman showed himself and said that he died on the mountain.
He
died on the mountain.
I wonder if this is the same guy.
He died on the mountain, and he's showing me it was quick, and it's a father figure. And I feel that someone was a small child when this happened to them.
Okay.
Because we've been watching them for years, but as they've grown up. But unfortunately, he passed when the child was very young. In fact, they're telling me there was two children.
Okay.
And he's laughing now because you tried to yodel and he's yodeling. And he's doing it properly, like as though in the pub. You know when they used to wear the hats with the little
Yeah.
Showing me that. I'm saying this is what we used to do. But it wasn't beer he was drinking. Because you smash your things together and drink the beer. It wasn't beer he was drinking, it was a hot drink. I don't know what it was. But he's watched the children grow up and he just wanted to come to say hello.
Right.
And somebody somewhere sits under a tree and thinks of this gentleman because he's just shown me a tree with somebody sitting under it.
Okay.
Fond memory. He had, which wasn't for a very long time. Okay.
Ooh, right. We say. What on earth is really saying hot chocolate? What on earth are you having hot chocolate? How nice. Is this on order, is it? Are we being supplied with hot chocolate? That'd be very nice. This time of night, that'd be absolutely splendid. Thank you very much indeed. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm going to try on this here because I had a few people come through just saying any messages for me. And I like to talk to, yes, that's Skinny. Yes. Peita. Now, as I'm shouting out the name Peita, immediately I want to talk here. Would you understand a man who is a little bit on the shy side? So Peita, if you are there, the gentleman who's a little bit on the shy side, because I'm picking up a gentleman who is a little bit on the shy side, slowly coming through. And I would like to say he just showed me gardens, and he's also shown me something to do with brewing things. Like we brew wine or we brew beer or we brew things. But he's just shown me here love of brewing things. I get culture, wanting to dance, wanting to be part of a lovely big community. And but his message here, Peita Smith, yes, good. Glad you're there. But would you understand this gentleman is very shy? Would you understand shy? Because he's a little bit shy coming forwards. Now, part of this may well have been due to his religious beliefs. Because sometimes they go over there thinking, but I was a staunch Catholic or something like this here, for instance. And actually, when they come back over, they're going, it isn't quite like the way I thought it was going to be upstairs. They tend to come over. But he's just showed me that he's there. And would you understand it? Would you understand? Now, this sounds quite funny. It sounds quite funny here. Would you understand the entourage of people around your mother? Peita, would you understand? It's like he would just go mad. Anyway, Lily, I think, understood the previous message because of what we're saying about Austria, and she just says Dankeschön, which is very nice. It means, for those who don't speak in German, it means thank you. So thank you to you there, Helen. Thank you. And Cheryl says she's loving it, but getting back to Peita. Now, Peita, what I'd say is this gentleman's coming through, loved the culture, He wants to show me cheese as well. I get a feeling he loved doing things, but it was quite but I don't think he'd like to take it on as being like he'd like to show off at all. I think he was quite private in some respects. But this guy's coming over. He just wants to show me loads of love to you. And also he wants to give me a big heart in your heart. Now, would you understand here as well about a baby that was born? And would you understand, even if your, whatever connection with your father here didn't see the child, your father was there. Father was there, either way, physically or not. He just telling me he was there. Just let you know, Cafe Clairvoyance, a show, cafe, you need a coffee. Then we do clairvoyance. Without coffee, you can't do clairvoyance. Impossible. Anyway, right. So this is what he wants to show me. He's just showing me here that he just wants to come over and say loads of love. But he also says here that you're going to turn your life around. He says to me here, you're going to turn your life around. He loves this. He really is putting out a big heart to you here. So he just wants to tell you how much he loves you. Really does. And hopefully you understand that there. But I understand the feed sometimes for some people tonight it's a little bit slow. Slow isn't a word. It has been so slow. It's like we've been going backwards. Anyway, meanwhile, up in Wigness.
I'm just listening to you in your comedy.
Comedy. All right, okay.
When you were talking about the gentleman before, at the beginning of your message, I got the name. I thought it was Alice, but it's not Alice. It's like Alicia or that kind of name, beginning with an A and an Isia or something.
Okay.
Yes, that's it. I've just been told. It sounds like Annalise, I'm being told.
Okay.
There is connections. There's also, I'm being told, this lady has found the neighbour. This lady with this name has found who used to be a next door neighbour or a neighbour in the spirit world.
Okay.
And having a good chin wag. Right. And the person who took the message for you needs to be told that there's been too much chin wagging going on. Too much of, more so that the person is telling people what they shouldn't be telling them. Do you understand?
Yep.
Chin wagging, too much talking. As they say, loose lips sink ships.
I remember
there's a
those
situation
days.
around the person that is not quite working out as it should do. It's because they're telling too many people instead of keeping it close to the chest.
Okay.
Right, and this lady is laughing with the neighbour and saying, we didn't have loose lips. We used to keep everything shut.
Okay. Sarah, can you understand this? Sarah is, I'm not picking on Sarah because she's a lovely, lovely lady. But she says, but I know, no, I'm actually not picking on Sarah at all because loads of people did this. They suddenly come back after the show and go, yes. But on this occasion, she actually comes and said, yes, Annalise. My grandmother had that name.
Right. Could she understand the rest of the message?
Okay. Sarah, could you understand the rest of the message? Not sure, maybe. You did this last time. I love this. I love it. She goes away. She says, oh, yes, I know now. It's hilarious. Sorry. I know she's got a broken down car tonight, so I feel very well. We're going to come up and tap your car and say, there. You'll get better soon. After you've been to the garage, you're going to feel so much better. So much better. Yes. Oh, dear. Anyway, Adriana's laughing her head off. And Pueli says, that's a nice name. In fact, there you go. Now I've got an idea. Sarah, perhaps your car, you could actually rename it after it's been repaired and call it Annalise. How's that? We're having, see, this is just love. Pure love. Anyway, I'm going to show you. Right, I'm going to see what I can pick up here. I can see up here because a lady keeps coming through. A gentleman actually keeps coming through, and I want to talk to. I'm going to go to where am I going here? I'm going just up here, just there. Ah, there we are. Yeah, Cheryl. Now, I'm going to start on this and see what you pick up here. If you don't mind me asking, up there, Helen in Witness, and. Okay, so I would like to talk to, Cheryl, would you understand two children who may be at odds? Maybe at odds, or it's difficult. There's a little bit of tension here. Would you understand here? Trying to keep everything happy is not easy. But there's a situation where children are like, maybe they're drawn very close, but they're pulling away a little bit. But I just get something around this energy here. Would you understand this, Cheryl? And I get a colour grey around here. The colour grey, whether it's a choice or not, the aura colour, when I sense a grey, is just doubt, worry, a little bit too much sensitivity, a little bit too much worry compared to what's really going to go on, because I just pick up here things are not going to be as difficult, perhaps, as they seem. And I just get a feeling here as well, he's just saying to me about time. He wants to mention, he's actually want to give me April. This gentleman's talking to me actually from the spirit world. Isn't a particularly tall man. He had a little pinchy nose. You know those little noses where they got like two ridges, but they're quite pinchy, almost like a boxer's nose. Yeah, well, it's 9 p.m. Yeah, we're going to go a bit longer than 9 p.m. because we had a few techno issues here and there. And don't worry, after 9, folks, don't worry, you just get charged double. It's all right. You'll suddenly see your internet bill shoot up. No, you won't. It's a joke. Anyway, right. But what I'm picking up here, this gentleman's actually saying to me here that he's coming through because he wants to say here, this will all calm down, just a bit of time. He wants to say here that this is what's coming up. This is what's coming up here. Maybe a little bit of tension. Just let it go by. Let it go by here. He wants to say that June is a turning point. June is a turning point here. Yes, even a producer. Look at a producer. I know what she's doing here. She's actually doing this, and I know what she's going to do. She just asks us to keep chatting, or else. Ouch! Oh, dear. Yes, we're going to keep working. Work those spirits. Anyway, so if you'd understand that, no, double fun and laughter. Okay, so this is what they want to say to me here. They're just bringing through. This gentleman's bringing through. He's not a particularly tall man. He told me here he ignored his health a little bit. He ignored it. He didn't really want to say too much about it. And also here, I want to go for 3 letters that it was in his name. 3 letters here. He just chatted me away. So Cheryl, if you understand this, that would be great. June. Hey, June. Yes, because June is a turning point. He's told me here. It's lovely to see you there. Fantastic. And that's good. So marvelous. And where are we going through here now? So that's what he wants to say. And he's also wanted to say to you here as well that June. And also, would you understand here about teeth, please? He's talking to you about your teeth here. Would you understand needing a dentist? Your dentist, please. He just wants to say this. And also here he's saying that, would you understand a mother who, I feel she's still down here, a mother, an older woman around you who is, well, the only way I call this here is vague. It's almost like, well, perhaps things like this and, perhaps things like that. And really, you want her to be stronger. But I just pick up a stronger woman. You want a woman who you want to lean on or need support from, but she's a bit vague. It's almost like, well, I don't want to get too involved and things like this. It's almost like, can you just be a little bit stronger? I need your support. It's a little bit like that. Do you understand? Now? Okay. Okay. Let's go back up the road. Let's go flying up through Europe. As quick as a whip. Up to Witness. And let's go and say hello. Hello to everybody out there.
It's breaking up.
Breaking up. We're cracking up.
Yeah. It's breaking up. Can you hear me?
I certainly can. Yes, it's loud and clear our end.
Well, I can't hear you, but as you were talking about that gentleman then, saying about kids arguing and that, I got off him that there was a family split that he was brought up with, and it was for a long time. And he's saying that whatever it could be sibling rivalry, whatever, like you said, it will change. But he's sending love from the spirit world because there was a big split in his family.
Okay.
And it was too late really rectifying it. It was rectified, but it was a long, long time. You see, right, when people fell out years ago, was telling me that that was it, you just cut your nose off to spite your face. But this day and age, there's a lot of shouting and aggravation, but it gets rid of it all. So not to worry, but to prove who he was, there was a split in the family, whether somebody never spoke for years or whatever. And it was made up, but really they'd wasted a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he wanted to say.
Okay. Okay, what I pick up with that as well, always coming through here, is that he doesn't want you to think bad because of what's happened in your life, thinking that it's the same suit for you as what's been for him. I'm picking up here, says, no, this is completely different, he's saying to me here. So I just want to say there, that's important there, that I feel with this. Now, what I also pick up here that he wishes to try and bring through for you, or to bring through for you here, is, I don't know where you're going on this, but you're going to have a boat. A boat. Not a canoe, not a dinghy, a boat. Yes, a boat. He just shows me a boat. You'll be towing a boat behind a car. Yes, it'll all come out in it'll come out in the sea. It'll come out in the wash. It'll come out in the sea. Sorry, humour's lousy, absolutely lousy. What? She says, what? Yes. Now, just going back over here, because I've got to thank these two lovely ladies here. This is Pui Lee, and she's actually her sister's around somewhere as well. Just looking for her too, Pui Lee and Pui Ha, because she's up here too. Just looking for her very quickly. And no, that's Pui Lee again, but Pui Ha is no, she's still not there. There she is, Pui Ha. Now, both Pui Lee and Pui Ha are twins, but they're both very, very psychic, and they both listen to this show, and they're both fantastic. Now, sometimes what happens is they engage and they agree with things. It's very nice of them. They agree with things that are going on in the show. It's fabulous. Anyway, so but they often tune in here. So I think at some point we're going to have to do a little chinwag with those guys up there just to say thank you, because they're absolutely, we are, lol. Yes, you're as mad as they come. Absolutely mad as they come, but lovely as they come. But you two do tune in, and I see you, I'm aware of you when you do this, and it's just absolutely fabulous that you do it. So amazing. Now, we had a little time lapse there. We're still doing, she loves, that's it. She loves it now. She's laughing her head off because she's being mentioned live on air. Now we've got, my goodness, what is out with you guys tonight? Thank you so much. We've got 108 thumbs up. That's the biggest thumbs up we've ever had. We've also got here 525 hearts. The love is there, and love to you all. But humour-wise, we're going up slowly. We've got 8 laughs. Come on now. This is quite lively, isn't it? It is quite funny. Okay, I think we've got time. I think we've got time for 1 or 2 more. What do you think? Have you got time for 1 or 2 more, Helen?
Yes, go on.
Go on, yeah, go on. The internet's a bit dodgy up that end of the woods. Well, it would be up in Wigness. You know what it's like up there. North of Liverpool, it all goes AWOL. Anyway, so let's have a little look here. Now, it's interesting here because I've got a gentleman who just wants to come through. In fact, 2 brothers. 2 brothers want to come through, and one of them shows me here that he had a uniform, which I would send you a photo in the inbox. Thank you very much. He says, go for it. And I've got a gentleman here who was in the forces, but the other brother wasn't. So one brother was in the forces, the other brother was not in the forces, and but these 2 are coming through side by side. And I want to talk here because the gentleman who says he passed over, I get a feeling that he got up to fair age, but he wasn't that old when he passed. And his hair colour was quite fair. And I get a feeling of water, and I get to see loads of bridges, for instance, for something, maybe the location where he used to serve, where he used to work there. So I go for that. And I also here want to say that he's coming through, and a brother here who was I don't pick up much about him, other than he wasn't may have been a spotlight of life here. But anyway, he's coming over. They're both coming over. Now, who's writing, please? Who's out there writing, please? Because he wants to talk to the writer. He wants to talk to the writer, and he wants to talk to the lady here who's writing ideas down on pads to get ideas to do with stories before they're actually writing it. Just give me this information. And I've got a big D to do with the name, a big D. Big D. Now, okay, we all know a few D's here. There's Debs and there's Debs and there's Debs going up through the line here. But maybe one of you Debs would understand this. Anyway, but he's got a big D to do with his name. To the lady's name I pick up, so it's a lady rather than gentleman. And they're just showing me here, this is about writing. And this is about getting something together to write. But it could be, and it goes in bits, he says to me here. It's going to go in bits. But he just wants to let me know here, this is great. This is great here. And also here, Wheelie says Debbie. There's two Debbies here. Two Debbies tonight. Anyway, so thank you, Wheelie. Wheelie and Piha. Lovely people. Anyway, so this is what he wants to say here. And he wants to say there's captain of industry, he's just said here, captain of whoever it is going to go well. Okay, all right. Pueli says Debra Griggs, the producer there, but I don't know all of Deborah's family because we met late. Debra Griggs, you need to write a book. Hilarious. But okay, I'm not sold and delivered here to say it is my wife, because I know there's a few Debbies here tonight. And there's another one further up the line here. I just want to say, would you understand if about writing a book? Would you understand? Just looking for you here very, very quickly. In fact, I'll just stretch this out far and wide. And there you are, Deborah, if you're still there online here. Now, would you understand a gentleman who would have been in the Navy? And I do pick up two gold stripes here. I think it's 2 gold stripes. And I want to say here that I want to talk about Scotland, I believe. I've got to do something with Scotland. Just get the cold. And I wear the Navy up there because it goes back quite some time. But you just want to say this here. And if you understand that, then I'm going to say to you, get writing. Get doing what you're doing. Maybe you would understand this, my dear. Maybe you would. Go on. Right. Okay. Up to Witness. Come on now. Up to Witness. Let's go that way. That way to Witness. Ouch, that hurt my head. Back against yours.
When you were talking about the gentleman, one of them had connections with...
Sorry, say that again. Your signal just went funny.
When you were... Oh, I'm always funny. Do you know the 2 gentlemen you were talking about? Hear me all right?
Yeah, but loud and clear now.
Right, had connections with the nurse because a lady's come through. She said she had connections. She was a nurse.
Okay.
She's telling me that there is a health issue around the earth plane person that's taken the message, and not to worry. It seems a bit of a rough ride, but it's due more to worry and stress.
Mm-hmm.
And things will be all right. Because they've just shown me a syringe, which for me is there's tests going on, blood samples and tests going on.
Okay.
But not to worry, because looking at the great picture, this is the lady that's telling me. She's also given me the name Hilda. It sounds like Hilda to me. That's just how I'll give it to you. And showing me a pair of shoes.
Oh, look at this. Deborah says I was a nurse.
Little block heels. But this person's worrying about a health issue, but not to worry. But definitely the name Hilda connects with it.
Okay.
Or a name like Hilda. Also, a surname, Hilditch, I've just been told. The name Hilditch.
Wow, fantastic. We get a double. Hilda Hilditch. Don't say that too often to people.
No, her name's not Hilditch. Hilditch connects with this lady.
Sorry.
No. Right, I've just got to say, and the person will understand, it's just a storm in a teacup. Just a storm in a teacup. And like a storm in a teacup, it just brews up and then goes.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be worried. Don't be worrying. And I want to give 4 with this person, whether it's 4 in the family or 4 children. 4.
Okay.
Right, and I've just asked what can I have for this person, and I've just had a great big sponge cake with lashings of cream on the top.
Oh.
You know when you do strawberries and creams?
Oh, strawberries, yeah.
And that's all I've picked up, really.
Okay. I'd just like to say there that Puya Lee in the background was doing sound effects. She was going, woo. I think that's what she meant anyway. Woo. Anyway, good. Now, the other thing here is just like to add in on this as well with the big D, where it's you, Debbie, there, and is I also want to say here that there's about a baby. About I am a celebration cake maker now. Well done. I'm a celebration cake maker now. Look at that, fantastic. That's the stuff we want. That's what we want through here. Now, so we got a lot about you there, Debbie. And I think here, if you could also understand about the Navy, one gentleman in the Navy, another gentleman who's not in the Navy, but both brothers, and maybe something comes up out there too. But also, although you've got a little baby in your photo thingy there, in your what do you call it? Photo thing. I'll just call it that. Anyway, what it means is what I pick up here is there's another baby coming. I've just been told about another baby coming. So there's another one on the way. Woo! Now get another. Come on, Puya Lee, go. We may get another one. You never know. Yes. Well done, Helen. Spot on again. That's from Heidi, and profile picture. That's absolutely right there. So great. Fabulously fabulous. It's lovely to share the evening with you again, Helen. It's absolutely cracking. And look, there it goes. Your internet now is a lot better. There you go. But fine, fantastic.
Mine's all right. It's yours.
It's not mine. Mine's fine. I don't know. I can only see what I can see here. Mine looks fine, but mine's because my screen here goes through Skype, then it goes through Facebook, and it comes out that way. But it's all changing soon. We'll still do loads of this. We'll always be doing this here, but where it ends up at, we may put that into somewhere else. But because sometimes Facebook's a bit slow in doing this thing, we may go through YouTube, something like that. But we'll give you loads of warning, all the connections you need, so you won't miss out on the fun, the blarney, and the bonkeredness, and the craziness. But it's lovely to see that so many of you lovely people here tonight. We've had 20, I went up to about just over 30 people online on actually integrating with the show. Outside of that, we know there's a lot more. We've got 123 thumbs up, 570 hearts, 17 laughs, and 5 oohs. They're always nice to have that. And thank you very much to Puya Lee and Priha there for coming on the line to support us. And to everybody else there, you guys are absolutely cracking, absolutely lovely. What an amazing night in the end. We kept going. We kept pursuing past the technical issues. And eventually we did well. How was that? And Karen Canavan says, lovely show. See you all next time. Thanks, Deborah. Take care. And thanks, everyone, for another fantastic evening. And no, absolutely lovely to see you guys. So, back on again tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock over here in Spain, 10 o'clock a.m. with the UK, for the Spiritual Astrology Show with my good friend Guillermo. And so, if any of you would like a reading for tomorrow, this is what you need to do. And doing this during the show is too late. We need this way before. Is we need your date of birth, we need a question, and we need a favourite colour. Favourite colour here. So, date of birth, question, favourite colour. One colour one question. Some of you guys are just mad. You're just crazy. And there we go. Poor Lee. Where could we end the show without a woo? Love it. Thank you so much. Everybody say thank you. And too early. What? 10 o'clock in the morning? Too early? What do you like? Okay. Anyway, there you go. So that's what you need to do. Okay. Want to join the show? Question: date of birth, colour, and your name, obviously, and we'll get through that. But loads tell you about what's going on up there planetary-wise. It'll help you out, guys, loads there. And thank you for everybody for supporting us. Pueli, Thaler, Julie, Pueli, everybody else there, Sarah, Deborah, and everybody out there, Eleni, everybody. You guys are just amazing. Helen, what can I say? What a lovely night. And all the evidence coming through again eventually.
Yeah, it's good when it comes through because you feel daft, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You do feel daft.
At least when you talk
yes.
to someone.
But it's not easy. It's so not easy when you haven't got the voices. But this is a new way of working for us, and we're glad we can do it and bring this entertainment through and enjoy it and have a laugh as well.
Yes. Well, spirit loves laughter.
Oh yes. The more, and it's interesting actually, when you guys that they're trained to be mediums, keep your energy up, dance around a little bit when you give messages, throw out your energy and throw out your enthusiasm. Your messages will come through loud and clear. When us two are on stage, it's like we're moving around like this. It's like watching us both, but it is funny.
Walk them wise.
I know, walk them wise. You ought to go around doing this all evening. Anyway, but when you come back over, we'll do a show somewhere in Spain, a nice show just to warm everybody's hearts and bring over some messages, and I'm sure we'll do something over the UK as well later stage. But in the meantime, it's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure, and from my good friend Helen.
Thank you very much for having me.
If I do that about there, I'll be able to put my finger in their ear hole. Doesn't quite reach. Anyway, take care. Lovely see you guys. Don't forget, share, like, join the post here. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Bye.